Stadium in Eugene. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hurricanes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Running inside. It's Hill. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And guys, look
at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. The ball bounces out of bounds, and they can't get it done on 4th. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Makes the grab at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Throwing, Mensah. Moving out to the right. Fakes to grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Mensah. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Time to take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
So now it's second and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here's Mensah to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Number 22, set to kick it away.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Davison. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll get rid of it. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position. and the Miami Hurricanes. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the catch, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Balls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Quickly to the tight end.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Mensah. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. Could not make his way to the corner. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Moore from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Guys, look at this. Surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Going long. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Got the back over the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. Moore makes the grab. It's Hooks. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got the quick pass. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
7, Oregon, 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. Powers through the defender. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. Sure hands, it's Hooks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Under fire. And it's a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Makes the grab over the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's Mensah to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does. And that'll be a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing, Mensah. He's got the back in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between
An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he told me this will be one of the biggest tests all year. Of course, they want to establish their dominance, SEC over the ACC, but he's going to need the crowd noise to do it. Confusion at the line of scrimmage when the offense has the ball. He said, I want our fans amped and ready to impact this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll operate out of split backs. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. LSU right back to the line. To the air, it's Levitt.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying him, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused confused. On first down, he might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Quick completion on the out route. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Snags it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown LSU!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Mensah finds his man. It's Mueller. Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Works the middle of the field. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is...
There he goes! The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a heat.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Throwing, Mensah. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They just keep firing. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's going for the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Mensah looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Berry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Levitt. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Reads it, fires complete. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust? Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mentz at a throw. The short hands, it's Fletcher. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a big third down get by the offense there, because obviously being in field goal range, had they not gotten it, a field goal would have tied the game, but now that you've converted it, you've got an opportunity.
Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricane! They take the lead with the 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back looking for help. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Got it behind the line. It's Levin. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat. Back has it. Finds his tight end. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Berry. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The Tigers have taken it inside the 20. They'll move the tight end. Run in the red zone. It's Durham. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality. They're running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The 50. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to set. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages.
live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Throwing, Mensah. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. Shakes off the defender. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Out of the backfield, he's open. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very different.
Goes high to pull it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Mensah. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Miami!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
On the run, it's Davison. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he... Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Canes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arch Madness. Pocket breaking down. Little dump off to the back. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A give to Brown. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Checks it down to the running back.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Throwing right. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Miami! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Catch in the middle. It's Jacobs. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Catch open down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Here's Darian Mentz at a throw. Throws it deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab on the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires downfield. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Mentz at a throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Gets it into the end zone.
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hansen. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling.
Maybe a crease. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Finding open areas. Got enough for the 1st. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, I know it took their defense a second to get the ball back for the O after that last drive, but now their offense is kind of doing the same thing. They're now playing keep away. Really good job there on 3rd down, handing it off, understanding where the 1st down marker is, everybody executing, and now you got an opportunity to keep this thing going. You're thinking pay dirt. You're thinking touchdown here.
The run inside. It's Hansen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Man, that's really good defense because I tell you what, the way they've ran the football in this drive, I thought they were going to run it again. But they stayed disciplined, played the pass, kind of surprised me a little bit that they threw the football, but great 3rd down defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. Inside the 30, past the 10, touchdown Canes. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, this is absolutely domination early by this team. We've seen the early touchdown. And David, how about the defense now coming up with the massive pick 6? And all of a sudden, their opponent is completely reeling, and we just barely started this game.
Man, just started the game, and all the momentum swings to one side, and now you got to find a way on this possession. You got to get the football back, and you got to do something with it. You got to get some of this momentum little by little, but so far, this is a dreaded start.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. Looking left. It's complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job.
Upstairs, he's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab, it's Fletcher. Runs through a man, he might have some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Mensah. It's complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum, but sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive. And Palmer, they paid for it in a big way.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, is the opponent going to score here at the end of the first half? But they're just waiting for one mistake, and they take advantage of the opportunity, jumping that pass in the air, picking it off, taking it all the way to the house, and now taking the lead.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Nittany Lions will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Mensah to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things.
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Tight end finds a soft spot. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the 1st.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him.
Finds a spot in the middle. All by himself down the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something, figured out.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Beck. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man on the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw again. What a grab with one hand. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Two hands is coached. You know, one hand optional. What a great one-handed stat.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Beck. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
And runs through another one. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Makes it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Canes! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Miami, 35. Penn State, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Here's a throw downfield late. They needed a big got it, and the foot down for the first down. The Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Penn State with the response.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He wants to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 40, the 30, he's at the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mensah. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass on second down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.